Well, YouTube, it's another day on Cyan Music. I'm hoping that y'all are having a good Labor Day. We're just gonna have fun and play a little around a little bit with the organ sound. This is the pump organ. Now again, it's tuned higher than A440. I'm using the roll and go keys to demonstrate the Roland. I have the Korg tuned higher to around 452, because historically some of those organs were made during that time period. Now I could actually tune this down. If I wanted to do like the Mason and Hamlin list organs, or some of the SD organs, the ones that were made by SD or Mason and Hamlin, those were often tuned to A440, which is this one. But we're going to tune to the highest frequency possible. Let me line this Roland back up. Alright, check the C notes, the C octaves. And of course, those ones don't really work up there. This octave does work, but I'm not doing the list organ, which goes from C to C. It's still 61 notes, but it goes from C to C like the harmonium, the go keys does. And the go keys kind of does the same as the list organs. We're actually going to take this down an octave. We're down to low F, F1 to F6. And we're going to raise the pitch from A440 to A452. Now I have it on combi mode, so I'm playing with all the different stop combinations. Let's play a little bit of Bach. I'm going to go to... Oh, I actually edited a little bit of my Alien Harp Celeste sound. So even though it has a slower tremolo, and I'm using it in the combi with the 4-foot and 2-foot sound, and it actually sounds like a Celeste. Now let's present that like a Scottish burn supper. No, let's do it with the organ. Let's go to 8-foot, 4-foot. There we go, 8-foot and 4-foot. And there we go, just like how bagpipes would be used to present haggis at a Scottish burn supper. Alright, now let's have some fun. Let's go to... So this is our Celeste with 4-foot and 2-foot. It's the 8-foot Celeste, but pitched up an octave, so it sounds like a 4-foot. And with the 4-foot and 2-foot sound. Alright, now I'm going to go over 1, and this is 8-foot Celeste plus 4-foot and 2-foot. Actually gives it a really nice sound. Alright, now let's play a little bit of Bach and see what it sounds like. We're going to play the short prelude. I think it's a BWV 532 in C major. Let's see what it sounds like. There we go. Again, I'm staying in the range of F1 to F6. There it goes. Kind of have to press a little hard to get it to sound. Or do that, but eventually I'm going to get these contacts cleaned on the key so that way I don't have to do that. There we go. I also like to use the I still like to use the 16842, and that's (8-foot) Celeste plus 8-foot and 16-foot. So here's 16842, combining the different stops: 16-foot, 8-foot, 4-foot, and 2-foot. I've actually used it a couple times. I've not actually filmed it, but I've played around with it and tested it out with some different songs. Let's see what other song we can play with this. Let's see. Let's go for the 8-foot sound, 8-foot and 4-foot. You know, I don't see how Korg. I wish Korg would have done this with their reed organ sound, their General MIDI reed organ. I wish they could have used this particular sample, because the way I program these reed organ samples is it actually sounds like an actual pump organ. Even on the individual programs. I'm going to turn off. Yeah, here's the 8-foot sound. Yeah, it sounds just like a pump organ. And now back to the combi mode with 8-foot and 4-foot. You know, let's play Just As I Am. I actually like playing Just As I Am with the pump organ sound. I actually did make a YouTube short where I actually played this on an actual pump organ at an antique place, so that's actually pretty cool. I played that particular hymn on an actual pump organ, and hearing it on this organ, on the Korg Kross, actually sounds like I'm actually still playing it on a pump organ, so here we go. organ. For fun, let's try the Celeste. Or should I say the 4-foot and 2-foot sound mixed with the Aeolian Harp Celeste, which is the 8-foot Celeste but pitch shifted up an octave, therefore putting it in the 4-foot. And now let's try 8-foot Celeste plus 4-foot and 2-foot. I can actually play in E flat, but I actually like the way it sounds better in the key of C, especially on the pump organ because it's easier and it sounds cooler that way. And here's 8-foot and 4-foot and 8-foot. So this sound is actually what I used for the actual pump organ YouTube short that I made. It was the full 8-foot set of reeds on the actual pump organ. Man, that just sounds just like a pump organ. Alright, if you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel. Now, before I get off of here, here is the regular 8-foot Celeste. And here it's kind of chorusy. And here's the... Let's go to the... I'm going to play up an octave. I'm going to start with the 8-foot. It actually still sounds like a Celeste, and that's the 8-foot Celeste. Now in the combi mode, it's pitch shifted up an octave, so putting it in the 4-foot range, and mixed with the 4-foot and 2-foot sound, and here's what that sounds like. It still sounds like a Celeste both ways. Although the 8-foot sounds a bit like an accordion. Actually, that's kind of what the Celeste on a real reed organ actually sounds like. It actually sounds like an accordion, and that's where you get that Celeste sound. And in the combi mode, it still sounds pretty cool, even if it's pitch shifted up an octave. I'm actually having to play the sound from the 8-foot, and for comparison with the 4-foot and 2-foot, instead of playing it in the same octave, I'm lowering the octave, just shifting down. So in the regular 8-foot pitch, I'm still playing in the middle C octave, but when it's shifted up an octave, I'm having to play it an octave below, therefore matching the pitches. Alright, if you like what you see here, please subscribe to the channel. There will be more videos coming soon, and I will actually be putting out some more pump organ videos and all that stuff. Not of an actual pump organ, I'm still going to be emulating it with the Korg Kross digital piano, because it does a really good job at emulating the organ sounds, especially now that I have emulated some of these organ sounds. I actually used one of the accordion samples to make this organ sound, because the organ and the accordion are actually in the same family of instruments known as the free reed aerophones, and they're also keyboard instruments. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and peace out.